Hello, everyone. I'm Greg Weaver. Welcome to The Audio Analyst. Many of you may recall that I had the opportunity to be the first to listen to and to report on the $280,000 a pair Børresen Acoustics M2 Loudspeakers here at the channel, with episodes E140, First Listen, in September of 2023, and E158, World Premiere, from January of 2024. Today, I am pleased to be able to share with you my first impressions on the newest member of the Børresen Acoustics flagship loudspeaker lineup, the $190,000 a pair M2s. I traveled to Wayne, Illinois, where, for 2 days, I enjoyed the company and hospitality of Next-Level HiFi's principal, Tyler Mueller, and Joshua Jędryka, the company's general manager. We were joined by AGD's North American sales manager, my longtime friend and colleague, Peter Hansen. While the Børresen Acoustics M2s will not officially launch until AXPONA on April 11th at the Schaumburg Renaissance Hotel and Convention Center, these cats were kind enough to offer me a unique opportunity to be the first journalist to experience what this new and exciting loudspeaker has to offer, and to allow me to share my impressions and some recordings with you here at the channel. The Next-Level HiFi boutique is some 34 miles west of downtown Chicago, situated in a beautifully remodeled old country store constructed in 1905 and located in Wayne, Illinois. As evidenced by this walkthrough of this exquisitely appointed space, you may be surprised to learn that Wayne is a small, picturesque residential community of about 3,300 residents, punctuated with homes, plenty of horse ranches, and stables. As should be evident by this walkthrough, their remarkable facility is one of the most well-appointed, laid out, and thoughtful retail environments I've visited in my more than 5 decades in this industry. And the facility isn't the only thing you will be treated to that is world-class. The service, advice, and expertise of Tyler, Josh, and the latest staffer addition, Josie, are every bit as exceptional. Aside from being the oldest, largest AGD dealer on planet Earth, representing the full range of Audio Group Denmark products, including the AVIC electronics line, the entry point access electronics, cables, and ancillaries, the dedicated Anzus cables and accessory lineup, and the remarkably diverse Børresen Acoustics loudspeaker entries, they also represent Focal name products, Linn, Macintosh, and Dynaudio. Now, welcome Next-Level HiFi's owner, Tyler Mueller, as he shares some history and details about Next-Level HiFi. Welcome, everyone. Today, we are in Wayne, Illinois at Next-Level HiFi. We have the proprietor and the owner of this wonderful establishment. Tyler, thanks for the opportunity to come get a sneak peek at the new Børresen Acoustics M2s. You guys were good enough to work with Audio Group Denmark and let me do the first review of the M3s.
Yeah.
The M2s are going to make their premiere in the U.S. at AXPONA. Is that correct?
Yeah, we'll have them in our new Epiphany suite. So you're used to seeing us in the Serenity suite.
This is right around the corner on that long hallway.
Yeah. We still have the Serenity suite, which was cool, but we were able to kind of double up, and we've got the Epiphany suite. So you'll see the Børresen M2s. That will be the official world debut, but we had to get Mr. Weaver in early. So sneak peek, no one else in the world.
I am a lucky dog, let me tell you. Yeah. These things are fun. Now, the store, how long has the store been here? Now, the building's been around since like 1905. It's a beautiful facility.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a gem out here in the country.
Yeah.
We're 34 miles like directly west of the city. but it's farm country here,
Yeah.
which is kind of crazy.
Well, driving in here, we saw horse farms and horses, and it's beautiful country, by the way.
Yeah, I always tell folks when they're sitting here doing a demo, I'm like, it wouldn't surprise me if you either see a horse on the road, someone in equestrian gear,
Sure,
or a Ferrari. And it's like, it's both are out here.
Well, you said they've had some of their fox hunts, and you've seen, the group of 20 equestrians going by in their British tack. And,
yeah, they've got the dogs out and the tracking. So it's pretty cool. So my wife and I, we live in this area. We live in Wayne, actually. So about 5 minutes from the store, which makes it a incredible commute. So very, very lucky there. But we fell in love with the building. We used to come to the building. It used to be like a high-end general store, so coffee shop, sandwiches, deli, etc. And our kids went to school in Wayne. There's a little middle school or grade school, and we would come here, buy deli sandwiches, whatever. And we're like, someday we should buy the building. And the opportunity came up in 2018. We purchased the building, and like all big plans, Greg, we're like, oh, we'll be open in like 6 months. Just needs a little paint.
Sure,
and
it does,
yeah. And so I think, like 2020, we were like satisfied with it and open. So we got it.
Well, saying you're satisfied with it is kind of an understatement. I mean, the facility is really, not only is it well laid out and well thought out, it's gorgeous. It's well put together. I like the lighting. I think what you guys have done here is remarkable. I've been in the retail audio business since the 1960s. But this is, if not among the finest retail establishments I've had the pleasure to be in. And you guys make it so easy for people to make an appointment, come in, and you've got separate rooms set up. You've got everything switchable and set up. It's such a remarkable experience. First of all, let's talk about your entire line card, everything you carry.
Yeah, so of course, the reason you're here is we're very heavy Audio Group Denmark. We're their oldest, largest dealer in the world, so we're really blessed and grateful for that relationship. But we do have products outside of Audio Group Denmark.
Sure.
Sometimes people don't quite realize that. But we've been fortunate to be awarded or bestowed the Focal Name Boutique of the Midwest.
Outstanding.
So we're a Focal powered by Name Boutique. And so we have that whole line, all the way up to the Grande Utopias and the Name Statement. So we've got the whole line.
I did see those.
Yeah, they're monsters. They're cool.
Yeah.
We also are good partners with Lynn, and you, of course, know Lynn from their turntable days.
Yep.
And we do.
Well, and I did a review of one of the selects, the little, this was an all-in-one. It was a DAC streamer. It had the amplifiers in it. This was 2018, I think I did.
Okay.
When they were first coming back to the United States with those products.
Yeah. So the continual evolution with Lynn, the LP12 now is 50 years old. They have an anniversary that's been really successful for our business. So that's an exciting product. We even have their speakers. So we did the whole Lynn lineup.
Cool.
Some of the more, I'd say, more common brands in hi-fi we do, but very nice is Macintosh.
Yeah.
So that's kind of one that draws a lot of customers.
They just got bought by Bose. So.
They did.
Yeah,
Everyone
going to go back into the car. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, a lot of our clients are asking like, "What's going on?"
What's going on? Yeah, we'll tell you when we know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But another partner of ours, longtime partner, has been Dyne Audio. We were, Dyne Audio dealers since I started the store.
Oh, wow.
So,
okay.
And they're, in North America, they're distributed here in Chicagoland.
Okay.
So it works pretty well. But those are our primary partners.
Well, buddy, it's been, first of all, an honor and a pleasure to have a chance to really get a sneak peek at these and to hear them. And you've also been kind enough to say that I can present a couple of recordings. We're going to do some recordings of these things. They're so close to, and I told Peter and I told you, I would suggest that they're probably, because this is a big room.
Huge room.
I would suggest that they are probably, and I hate using percentages, but
it's tough to use.
But they're the lion's share of the M3s.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't say a percentage because that's kind of dangerous.
Right.
But, and I did tell you, I admitted to you that I may not be able to, it blindfolded, I might not in this room be able to distinguish the difference because the M2 is considerably slighter than the M3. I was shocked. I mean, the pictures, I thought it was, a good sized speaker. It's really slim and attractive and it's much smaller. And, in rooms with lower ceilings and things like that, it's going to be a much better choice than the M3. And it's, 80%, 75% the cost of the M3s.
Right.
So
it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Again, super grateful for that Audio Group Denmark AGD relationship we have.
Absolutely.
I mean, to have the owners, Michael and Lars, say, you know what, we're going to listen to it. You know, we often make suggestions to manufacturers, and they all, oh yeah,
whatever,
These guys actually did exactly what I asked them to do,
and in something like 2 years turnaround, which is remarkable.
So we're
everything AGD does is built in that factory. And I mean, if you guys haven't seen it, I did a 3-part tour. They had me over to Aalborg, was it 2 years ago? And it was a really eye-opening tour. And to be able to get to influence the direction they're going has to be a big thing, man. Yeah,
we're super grateful. We actually knew about the product coming, of course, ahead of time because we were so partnered closely on this particular product. We actually have already installed a pair to a very VIP client. So, so you're the first reviewer in the world to ever experience it.
Thank you very much.
We do have a client that actually owns a pair already. Cool. So, and I just feel super grateful for the relationship and the partnership on that.
Well, I'm super grateful for the opportunity. I've made it clear what I think of you guys and the way you do your business. And having the opportunity to be the first in the world to do the M3s was a huge fun thing, and you can go back and see the videos and a recording of that particular speaker. But Tyler, thank you so much for having me, buddy. We've had a blast, and we'll talk again soon. I'll see you in AXPONA, if not before.
Florida, we'll see you in there.
That's true. I forgot that's in a week.
We'll see you next week. See you down in sunny Florida, and we appreciate everything you've done.
Well, I appreciate it as well, buddy. It's been a great time here. So thanks, everybody. More soon. We'll talk to you again.
Thank you.
Now, AGD's North American sales manager, Peter Hansen, introduces us to the M2s.
Hey, Greg. I want to welcome you here to Next-Level HiFi here in Wayne, Illinois. And I'm glad you could make it up here for a little sneak peek of the new Børresen M2. The electronics that we have in the system here today is our top-of-the-line AVIC 880 Pure Class A electronics. We have the separate preamplifier. We also have the SD Stream DAC and a pair of stereo amps because the M2s, you can buy amp, which we of course have done. We had successfully launched the M1 and the M3. And Tyler came to Michael and, we had probably a couple of adult beverages and he's like, you know what, I have been pretty successful selling M1s and, a few M3s, but I'm running into this issue. It's not as much the money, but it's the size of the speaker because some people have smaller rooms. He said it could be really cool if you could develop a little ballerina floor standing speaker that could take, M1 customers up to that level in between. And of course, Michael got going on the idea, and here we are, less than 2 years in the making, and now we have this M2, which we will feature in the big room at the AXPONA show. That'll be the world premiere. So I'm glad you could make it for the little sneak peek today and get a listen to it before the rest of the world does.
Now, 2 quick clips from the M2s, driven by the full flagship series of products at Next-Level HiFi. I hope you enjoy this very first listen. I hope you enjoyed this first listen to the significant new addition to the Børresen Acoustics flagship lineup of M-Series loudspeakers. I cannot overemphasize how important it is for you to understand the extent and significance of the applied and materials sciences, as well as the vastly diverse and complex application of technologies that are brought to bear to realize this loudspeaker, and all AGD products for that matter. To that end, I would encourage you to see my 3-part factory tour, as well as the Tech Talk episode I presented here on the channel in early 2003, as well as to explore the considerable detail presented on the Audio Group Denmark web pages. I have included many appropriate links, as well as the full system listing, including pricing, in today's description section. The Børresen M2s stand just under 4¼ feet tall, are some 14 inches wide, and about 20½ inches deep, weighing a surprisingly meager 142 pounds. They stand 10 inches shorter, occupy half the volume, and just 60% of the footprint of the M3s, making them an ideal choice for rooms where the M3 might be just too much speaker. The first thing that I want to make clear about them is that they share that infectious degree of speed, a deftness of delivery, as well as the sense of both power and scaling that not only is extraordinarily impressive, but is highly reminiscent of their larger M3 sibling. The M2's startling degree of resolution allows for the revelation of an exceptional degree of musical detail and nuance, more clearly illuminating microdynamic subtleties like extremely fine transient detail or the nuances of instrumental tone color and its associated texture. This remarkable level of resolution contributes to this new Børresen M2's astonishing level of transparency. As I thought about it, they seem to share an exceptional degree of the resolution and transparency that so readily won me over during my time with the M3s. Further, the M2's ability to portray undiluted mid-range timbre while imbuing those tones with an enchanting degree of both texture and body, assuming that was properly captured in the recording, is exceptional and highly seductive. And add in the high-frequency detail and speed articulated by its bespoke, remarkably efficient planar tweeter of absurdly low mass, and its performance is, in a word, exceptional. While the scaling may be somewhat slightly diminished in comparison to the M3, listening to the lowest registers with some of the most arduous torture tests and musical passages they threw at the M2s during my visit was visceral. They offered some of the fastest, most articulately pitch-defined and impactful bass and mid-bass you can experience today, especially considering the enormously large space in which they were set up. What Børresen Acoustics has succeeded in accomplishing with the new M2 is the realization of the lion's share of the M3's landmark performance at something on the order of half the volume and 68% of the price. More importantly, they found a way to scale all that exceptional degree of performance into a package that will make for a much more comfortable, practical fit in a larger, more diverse variety of spaces and applications. As such, the M2s make for yet another exceptional, fitting, and welcome addition to the Børresen Acoustics lineup of loudspeakers, which cover the range from the $5,500 stand mount X1s to the more than $500,000 a pair M6s. Which reminds me, before I close, I have to share that Tyler and Josh pulled out all the stops and took the time and energy to drop the Børresen Acoustics $550,000 a pair M6 pinnacle flagship loudspeakers into this superlative system just to knock my socks off. Guys, I've had the pleasure of hearing the M6s at shows, but here, in this more controlled environment, I finally got to hear them as I believe they are intended to sound. I cannot adequately express my gratitude for such a completely amazing experience. Thanks for taking the time to blow me away, guys. Damn. In closing, I want to remind everyone that, if at all possible, get your butts to AXPONA in April to hear this exceptional new addition to the Børresen Acoustics M series of loudspeakers lineup, and all the other exciting and rewarding AGD products on display. You won't be sorry. As always, thanks for taking the time to drop by today. Further information on supporting the channel may be found in today's description section or at my companion website, theaudioanalyst.com. Please stay safe and keep the music playing. Till next time, cheers.